Evening, everyone. I would like to welcome you back here on Deus Media UG. Kasita ziwera ssaawa emu n'eddakiika 3 tuba tusimbudde. Njagala kwebaza kubanga otutuningako buli lunaku. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, kusinziira ku kitundu kyonna w'oli. Discussion y'olwaleero egenda tutambulira mu commercial, political, security, kubanga tugenda kubanga tudiscussingako ebintu bingi ebigenda mu maaso mu ggwanga. So what you do, like this video, comment, react, and as well you can subscribe. Osobola okubeera nga otambuza video eno ku speed eya waggulu. Tuli mu ggwanga Uganda, essaawa emu n'eddakiika 3, ennaku z'omwezi 24 August 2026. It is 2026, a year where we conducted our general elections. Ate twasobola kubeera nga tufuna omukulembeze yadde. The past repeated itself. Ate President Yoweri Museveni n'asobola kubeera nga addamu n'abeera president w'eggwanga omwaka guno. Our major discussion today is going to be focused on oil. We are going to discuss on Uganda's oil. As you know, in 2006, Uganda discovered oil wells around Albertine region. Mu kitundu kya Albert, Uganda yasobola kubeera nga ediscoveringayo amafuta. So Uganda discovered oil in 2006. Naye kyewuunyisa that now it has been 20 years nga Uganda tena extractinga amafuta gano okubeera nga egaputinga into fair use. Ensonga zonna ngenda kubanga nzikubuulira, even the reason as to why Uganda has not extracted the oil that it discovered in 2006, byonna ngenda kubanga mbikubuulira wano ku live stream. So amanya gange nze Mugenyi Deus, nzaalwa ya Western Uganda, ate mbeera wano mu Kampala. I'm a medical doctor, I'm a radiographer. So any gig osobola okubeera nga onkubirako n'osobola okumpa kalimu ka radiology, scanning, CT scan, ultrasound scan, x-ray, n'ebirala. Sobola kubeera nga mbikukolerako at a cheap price. Kakati, in 2006, we saw that Uganda discovered oil around Albertine region. In the due course of discovering this oil, we saw that in 2010, Uganda discovered more oil wells. In 2006, Uganda yafuna oluzi olulimu amafuta giyite crude oil mu Albertine. Naye in 2010 it discovered even more 3 wells of oil in the Albertine region. Kakati tulaba nti mu 2026 President Museveni yavaayo n'agamba nti Uganda will not use any oil refinery company extracting oil ono okumujja Hoima. It will not use any oil extracting company to around the Albertine region. Instead, eggwanga ligenda kukola oil refinery mu bitundu bino, kubanga mu mwaka gwa 2016 Total yavaayo nesaba omukulembeze w'eggwanga nemugamba nti President Yoweri Museveni, we are requesting you to give us authority to extract the oil in Albertine region. Naye tulaba nti President Yoweri Museveni yavaayo n'agaana Total okujjayo amafuta gano, because kino kyayambako eggwanga, kubanga bw'ogamba nti Total extracting oil ono eggwanga liba remember Total it is a foreign company, meaning if it is given authority to extract the oil in Hoima, it will bring foreign workers. Theirs will be from a foreign country. So yensonga lwaki olaba nti President Yoweri Museveni yavaayo n'agaana enteekateeka eno nti Total ejje extracting amafuta okuva mu Albertine region mu mwaka gwa 2016. Tulabye ne companies ez'enjawulo kwotadde Starbex nazo zibadde ziyitira mu Ministry of Energy okulaba nti ba applying for oil refinery around the Albertine region, but the country or nation led by His Excellency Yoweri Museveni has continued to fuse these companies to construct their oil refineries around Albertine region. Ate ensonga lwaki omukulembeze agaana zino company okuyingira deal eno, it is because these companies, first of all, they will pay the country just in form of tax. Ate, depending on the way how they applied, they said that for them, they will not benefit. Can you imagine? They said that they won't benefit from oil extraction. Instead, they are just helping the country. They are helping the country to extract this oil. Naye nga bw'omanyi nti eggwanga lyaffe Uganda tukyali baavu. It is a country which is currently operating under debts. Tulina amabanja mangi, amawanga g'ebweru kwotadde US, UK n'amawanga amalala agatubanja. So we are operating under debts. According to President Yoweri Museveni, they are saying that in Tanzania, they have constructed what we call ECOP, or East African crude oil pipeline. So this East African crude oil pipeline, it will run and take crude oil from the Albertine region through Tanzania to be exported to other countries outside East Africa. Lwaki Uganda ekozesa EACOP or East African crude oil pipeline? It's because, first of all, Uganda is a landlocked country. Uganda is surrounded by other countries. It is not only it doesn't have any route to the coast. So that's why you see it will use Tanzania to export its oil to other countries. According to President Yoweri Museveni, they are saying that the oil that will be contributed, by the Albertine region, it is going to be equivalent to 40%. Ebitundu ana ku 10 is the only oil that will come from the Albertine region. Then the rest, there are 3 other oil wells, one in Uganda, of which President Yoweri Museveni is saying that they are not yet explored. Kwegamba tebannategeera awatuufu weziri okulaba nti ba extractinga ate basobola okujjayo oil ono. So what are the benefits? How will Ugandans benefit from these operations, from the oil extractions and others? We have many geothermal engineers here in Uganda, and they have started registering geothermal engineers okulaba nti batwala emirimu gino egy'oku extractinga oil, because geothermal kitegeeza nti they learned how to extract, how to refine, and how to produce the final product from crude oil nga bwomanyi kerosene, paraffin n'ebirala. Ate ekirala, it will reduce on the oil costs wano mu Uganda. Obadde olaba nti amafuta gabadde galinnya ne gagenda ne mu nnusu 8. So I'm here saying that Uganda is going to extract its own oil and refine its own oil. It will bring the country, it will bring a lot of oil in the country, and ogenda sanga nti lita y'amafuta etuuse ku 3, which is a very good thing according to me, because oil has been expensive and it has been increasing the people's standards of living. All right, so oil ono agenda kuyambako nnyo. We are going to even see investors coming in. For you see it as oil, so kotunulire kati hoima. Bwe baamala okutegeera nti hoima eina amafuta, osobola okugenda mu hoima. Kati bw'ogenda mu hoima eyinza kwenkana ne Kampala, because if you have ever visited Hoima Stadium, bw'ogenda otegeera nti discovering oil in Hoima has increased the people's standards of living. The roads have been constructed, the Hoima city has been reclaimed beyond doubt, because if you take time and you look for Hoima city, the reality is in 20 years to come, it will be compared to other cities that are talked about here in Uganda. Reason, it's minerals. It has oil. and we shall see people coming to invest in Hoima. Why? Due to easy access and improved infrastructure. Kati bwogenda Hoima, heka yettaka, 1 acre is in 20 millions. Why? It's because of oil. Because just in case, if you have 1 acre and they spot that there is oil there, it means that the country will pay you like even 2 billions in 1 acre so that it can extract that mineral and use it to improve people's standards of living. So the government has not yet clarified on other places where there is oil, but the clarification, we see that in Hoima, around Albertine region, they have discovered and they have brought engineers to see how oil is in that place, and they have found there a lot. So we expect development, money, foreign exchange, we expect labor and many others. Kakati olunaku lwa leero jukira Ministry of Works evuddeyo negamba nti all old taxis, zino zikeke taxis, bino osanga ki taxi tekirina luggi. To start that taxi, it needs you to get a wire and put it on another wire so that it starts. So ezo taxi enkadde bavuddeyo ne bagamba teziteekeddwa okuyingira ekibuga Kampala, and that directive was passed on last week by the Minister of Works, said that all the taxis, in fact referred to them as KK taxis, should not again, even one day, step back here in Kampala. Why? They have been causing jam first, delaying people's movements. Ate kirala, we are risking people's life because yosanga nti taxi yajigula mu 2002, but up to now in 2006 that taxi is still operating. It is operating, it has no indicators, the engine is not in a good function, the tires are not in good conditions, the seats themselves, according to the minister, he said that even the seats are not in good conditions. You find that they had to burn these seats, they had to put even super glue. So those KK taxis have been restricted from reaching Kampala, and they said that when they find you with that tax in Kampala, what they will do, bagenda kukwata eno taxi bagitwale ku police station, ate toliddamu giraba, according to their directives. So that one is okay. It will bring a lot of impacts, because sometimes if you look, you'll see that most of the taxis that are operating around the road, they are all old ones and they are not in good conditions. So you'll find out that if these taxi drivers follow the directive, if these taxi drivers follow the directive of removing all the taxis operating, it means that people will have limited transport means to their workplace. Kubanga most of the taxes, I expect if they remove all old taxes from this Kampala city, that all the taxes shouldn't enter Kampala city, it means that like 40% of the taxis that have been coming to the Kampala city will be restricted. Because if you look on the road, most of the taxis are old. They have no indicators. Their tires are not in good conditions. The seats themselves are not in good conditions. The engines. So you'll find out that 40% of the taxis are restricted. That means the people who have been using these taxis, first of all, it will lead to lack of jobs, emirimu egenda kubula, and people will also be restricted on faster movement. But the intention that this will remove jam, it has not worked. Jam is not always caused by taxis, no. There are a lot of vehicles that have been causing jam here on Kampala. But ojukira omwaka gwa 2024, they said that borders or border riders shouldn't reach Kampala city. I remember that there was that directive where they said border riders shouldn't reach Kampala city. So I was worried, how will people move from their deep areas up to Kampala? So in fact they were saying that if you don't have a car, you shouldn't come to Kampala, because they had said that no border man should enter Kampala. But we saw that with time this directive was declined, because restricting border people to come to Kampala, it means you are restricting hundreds of Ugandans from accessing the city for business, for business purposes. So even this directive of taxes, I believe that it won't work out. Techigenda kola. With time, you'll find out that it has been broken. Patience Rwabogo. Abanji mumumanyi nga Patience, but it's called Patience Rwabogo. Ate ono muganda wa Muhozi Kainerugaba, ate mwana w'omukulembeze Yoweri Museveni basobodde kubeera nga bamufuula bishop. Afuuse bishop ate bamutiikidde, like she has graduated for being a bishop. Can you imagine? This one has made me get excited, because omwana w'omukulembeze gwe bayita Patience Rwabogo bamutiikidde okubeera bishop. This girl or this lady has impressed me, because some people, because they are born from rich families, they don't mind about becoming what they want. Olaba nti Patience Rwabogo okubeera omwana w'omukulembeze, ye yayagala nnyo ebintu bya Bible, scriptures, preaching the word of God, reading the Bible. That's what she wanted. Ekyo kye yali ayagala mu bulamu. Ate olaba bwe yakula n'aweza emyaka 22, she became a founder of the Covenant National Church. So abadde pastor, Patience abadde pastor for a long time awo ku Covenant National Church. Ate asobodde kubeera nga afuuka bishop. Now is a bishop and is a preacher. So bw'ogenda okulaba mu family y'omukulembeze, Patience is a bishop, Muhoozi is a general, mutabani wa Muhoozi is an official cadet. So you see that the family, we don't have a same target. Tubeera ne different aims regardless of the situation that we are groomed in. Ebyo biba tebitukwatako. Okitegedde? Tuba tufa ku bulamu. What has the life brought? It's what we always go with, regardless of the family, status ya family, n'ebirala. That's why you see pastor ayinza okuvaayo n'azaala omubbi. Oli pastor naye n'ozaala ogubbi, ogubba enkoko, ogubba ente ku kyalo. But you are a great pastor. Can you imagine a pastor azadde omubbi, omussi w'abantu ate azadde pastor? These things tubita bya joking, naye waliwo togamba nti sigenda muwasa. For me, I won't marry that lady. Why? Because the father is a thief. Tokyogera. Taata w'omuntu okubeera mubbi tekitegeeza nti oyo omwana agenda kubeera mubbi. Taata w'omuntu okubeera pastor tekitegeeza nti that person will be a pastor. Anti omanyi bwe mba mugenda kuwasa, you follow the family trend. Ofunye omuwala, omwagadde, you have loved yourselves, nosanga nti taata we ye mubbi asinga ku kyalo. Nogamba sigenda kuwasa mubbi, kubanga taata we mubbi, sigenda muwasa. No, omubbi tazaala mubbi. Omussi w'abantu, assassinee, does not produce an assassinee. Kyenva nkugamba nti bw'oba ogenda kuwasa, wasa omuntu gw'oyagala. Though ka family background bw'oba okamulabamu tomuwasa. Let's say ofunye omuwala omwagadde, naye you have found out that taata we mubbi. Ofunye omuwala, maybe you have found her somewhere, but you found out that taata we mubbi. Beera naye, because nga bwe nkugambye nti omubbi ayinza okuzaala pastor. So obeere naye. Naye bw'obeera naye n'olaba nti ekiwala ekyo kikubba, kubanga taata we yali mubbi, omuwala omufunye n'olaba nti aleeseemu karakita y'obubbi, kyokola tema. Naye bw'obeera naye nga talina karakita y'obubbi, kitegeeza traits za taata we teyazifuna. Never got traits for his father. Don't judge people by the environment they come from. Don't judge people by the families they come from. nga bwe nkugambye wali emabega nti omubbi ayinza okuzaala pasita, omubbi ayinza okuzaala pasita, omussi w'abantu n'azaala bishop, teacher n'azaala dokita. So ebintu ebyo byawukanamu. There is the way how they interchange. Funa muntu wo bw'aleetamu eyo character gye wakolako research, biveeko buvi, because that one won't work out. But what you know, traits change, bichuka. So Patience Rwabogo is a daughter of a general who came to power after massive killings. You see, President Yoweri Museveni came to power after massive killings. But you see, the same person is the one who has produced a bishop. So never judge a book by its cover. Biba tebigatta. Olunaku lwajjo Eddie Mutwe gwe bayita Edward Sebufu abadde mu kkooti nga bazze omusalira omusango, abadde ne banne 7. Kikolobero ki kye baakola? Baakola ejje lye bayita lya foot soldiers. Most of you saw these videos where foot soldiers made a parade. Baakola parade eringa ey'amagye. The government said, these people have made a parade. Foot soldiers have made a parade. Ey'ekinamagye. Olaba nti buli mubaka wa NUP eyali agenda okukuba campaign, ba foot soldiers baali bakompitinga ne poliisi. Nti osanga wano wayimiriddewo foot soldier, wano wayimiriddewo wa police. So the people in government came out and criticized this act, because in Butufu, ba foot soldiers, they used to put on like real soldiers. They used to put on red, pure red. They put on the cape, which is red, and they put on black boots. So Eddie Mutwe ne Alex ejo balabiseeko mu kkooti, naye the chief judge abadde munyiivu nnyo, kubanga oludda oluwaabi teruleese bujulizi. Because this is the day when we expected the sureties okuleeta obujulizi obusooka. Naye for the most multiple times obadde olabye nti when the court used to sit, the sureties always complained nti beetaaga obudde okugatheringa evidence n'obujulizi ku musango guno. Omulamuzi anyiize nnyo. Why? Bamuzannya tapo. Bamuzannya kubanga buli bwe bajja mu kkooti, the sureties don't bring evidence. They don't bring evidence about the case that they reported for. Kino kireetedde omulamuzi okwongerayo omusango guno up to 18th October. So on 18th October, it's when Eddie Mutwe n'abalala 7 bwe bagenda okubeera nga bawozesebwa, kubanga olunaku lwajjo they have not been able, tebasobodde okubeera nga babawozesa, kubanga eyabawaabira tasobodde kubeera nga aleeta obujulizi na evidence lwaki abawaabira. So on 18th August, omusango guno bwe baba tebaleese obujulizi, kitegeeza nti they will withdraw this court, tebagenda kuddamu obawozesa, and they will be free. Remember, they have been in jail for over 1 year, kubanga babakwata mu Gw'omunaana in 2025. Eddie Mutwe, since August 2025 up to now, has never come out of the prison. But every time he comes in court for trials, the sureties don't bring evidence as to why they shoot him. So abadde abeerawo nga bwe bajja mu kooti, oludda oluwaabi lugamba nti tetuneetereza, we need more time. According to the court's spokesperson, agambye nti they have given them time from now up to 18th October okubeera nga beetereza ate baleeta obujulizi obumala ku nsonga ya Eddie Mutwe ku lw'okukola doire y'ekinamagye. So there are 8 people who have been sued in court, and they have been coming for trials every day. Naye eyabawaabira tasobodde kubeera nga aleeta obujulizi obumala okulaba nti abasajja bano bafuna justice. So every time they have been delayed over and over and over again, every day, every time. So I'm going to be meeting you next time. I request to stop from here. I sign out.